Welcome to Main Event Pong presents Books and Booze with Banshee and DZ with special guest Stitch. Stitchy the Squirrel. Alright, so today we are reviewing Stitchy McSquirrel's favorite book, Fallen by Lauren Kate. Yeah, it's a little girly for a guy, but Stitchy McSquirrel is very passionate about it. It is a book she recommended for me to read, and I loved it because I can go both ways. I like guys' literature, I like girls' literature, I like all kinds of literature. I just appreciate words typed in a book.
I don't like romance, but when it's in the book, it's amazing.
Yeah, totally. All right, so what we are drinking today is we're gonna start with a little shot of gin, DZ, for the gin. What we're drinking today is a Fallen Angel cocktail, and it is basically gin, creme de menthe, lemon, a cherry, and bitters. So that's what we're drinking.
And they're nice looking.
Now, but before we get into this little synopsis of Fallen, we gonna take a shot of gin. Oh. Woo!
You know, I've had a lot of things down my throat and nothing ever been that bad.
Now let's try this little Fallen Angel. Ooh, I like it. It's lemony. It's not sweet,
Not at all.
but it's good. I like it. Do you like it?
I like it. It needs a little bit more.
Ooh!
Well, you too?
It's not strong enough for me.
You too?
Just
All
a
three?
smidge. Just a fucking smidge.
She just doesn't want to be left out right now. That's why. She's like, give me some alcohol.
So, Fallen. Give you a little synopsis of Fallen. So you got Lucy Price. Basically shows up at a new school, Skull and Cross. She gets in trouble because she starts a fire and a kid that she likes actually dies. She doesn't really know how she started the fire. She's not sure she did it, but she starts fire and
She feels guilty the entire time.
She feels so
guilty.
guilty.
She feels so guilty, so she thinks she started it.
She thinks she started the fire, but she doesn't know how. So she goes to basically like a reform school called Skull and Cross. And when she's there, she starts meeting some interesting characters, including a boy that she feels instantly attracted to, Daniel. She also meets another boy named Cam, who she's attracted to because he's hot, but she doesn't feel like just when normal people see like a hot dude, she's like, hey, that dude is hot.
Nicest person.
Cam?
To him. To her in the beginning, he's the nicest person to her.
Cam is way nice to her, and Daniel is not. Daniel is a dick. Yes.
Which is like every single book of this genre that I've ever seen where the dude's kind of a douche, and she always likes
but this book is different.
Deweese and I were talking about this a couple weeks back. There's 3 basic guys in YA. You have Jace Herondale, who Daniel is a Jace Herondale at the beginning of this book, but later he turns into an Edward Cullen, which I actually haven't read Twilight, but that's what I'm assuming he's like. Is you got your nice, perfect guy who's like all manners and does all the right thing. That's your Edward. Then you got your Jace, who's your bad boy, causes a lot of trouble, whatever. And then you got your stoic, like kind of brooding 4 type. So you got your Edward, your Jace, and your 4. At the beginning of the book, Daniel is a Jace, but then I think he becomes like a Edward.
They even like make him look like Jace. When he have like blonde hair and his eyes are crazy colors.
No, he's got violet eyes. Yeah.
I feel like it's completely different just because Jace, he doesn't know Clary in the beginning, and in this case,
that's true.
In this case, it's different, and there's a reason he acts that way. You have to read the book to know why.
So as it progresses, Lucy feels more and more connected to Daniel. She doesn't know why, but he's pulling away from her and pushing her away more and more. She's befriending more of these people from Sword and Cross, including Pen, who's just like your normal kind of nerdy, works for the school girl. You got Gabrielle, who's your beautiful blonde-haired, blue-eyed beauty queen, perfect. You got Ariane, who's like a rebel. Yes, Ariane.
I love her.
A rebel. At the beginning, Lucy has no hair. Because it burnt off in a fire, and Ariane, to make Lucy feel comfortable, cuts her own hair, which I'm like, high five, that's a good friend, right?
That is a good friend. Your haircut's
You like Ariane?
You know what? I thought it was actually kind of confusing with Ariane because they introduce her like she's gonna be the best friend.
And
then all of a sudden she's not. Then Pen is all involved. And then there's no Ariane at all, really. So I thought that was actually kind of confusing.
You know why, though? Somebody had to be. I mean, spoiler alert,
okay,
somebody had to be expendable.
Yeah, and this is one of those things where I think Pen is almost an afterthought because they introduce
Ariane.
They introduce Ariane as a friend, and all of a sudden she's not. Then it's all about her and this chick named Pen. And then at the end of the book, they kill Pen.
Yes, and
Which is weird.
Ariane's very important through the whole series,
And then
which
I'm
DZ hasn't
guessing,
read it yet. But
I'm guessing Ariane comes back and is like her best friend again. So I feel like it's definitely.
But then she gets other best friend characters too throughout the books.
Ariane's personality though reminds me of
Did they kill him
No.
off,
Ariane's personality though, I think of Luna every time I read about Ariane. I think of Luna.
From Sailor Moon?
No, from Harry Potter.
Luna Lovegood?
Yeah.
No.
She kind of reminds me of her.
Luna's more of like a, I don't want to say space cadet. She's not. She has a lot of depth.
Because she's got an attitude. She's
Yeah,
mouthy.
she's
She has an
got-
Yeah, she
attitude.
has more attitude. She definitely
Yeah.
has more attitude than Luna, but
Luna's like would never fight with anybody if she had the chance. You know what I mean? Ariane, I think, is more of a. I mean, you can't really compare her to anybody, but if I was gonna compare her to anybody, I would compare her to like almost Alec in Mortal Instruments.
Kind of like sarcastic.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
Whatever.
Sarcasm-
If she's
sarcasm
not
is
like
there.
him, I'm totally full of shit. She's not like anybody, but she's a very
She
unique
reminds me of
character,
her.
which is probably why we like her so much.
I love her.
I love
like her.
Ariane.
I like
She's
her
my
too.
Yeah,
favorite.
I like Ariane.
I like.
I like Roland. Hey.
Roland's barely. He's
Come
barely in
on.
it too.
Later or no, he
He's
gets
more
his
in
own
it.
story and fallen in love, so
Nah,
now
I'm
becomes
feeling-
more of a guy.
I'm feeling Roland.
I love Roland.
I like
man.
Cam more than I like Roland.
Oh,
you
Cam's
love
my
Cam.
boyfriend. You
love
guys know
Cam.
me. I always fall for the darker tendency to walk the you know, spoiler alert, Daniel seems like the jerk at the beginning, but turns out Daniel's the good guy, you know.
If I'm gonna enjoy this series, I will need to read a book where Daniel gets kind of a jerk because he's
Oh, you're
like more because he goes from being a jerk like 0 to 100. He goes from being a jerk, like a douchebag jerk, then he gets like super soft
what
to where I
do you
can't
do?
even
Because he
every time
loves her.
But every time he talks, it's like ugh.
Because he doesn't know what he
Because
doesn't
he
know.
doesn't want her to die, but she
So
dies
he's
every
self-
time
he's
they fall in love.
selfish. He's selfish also.
No, he doesn't. That's why
He
he's being
doesn't
a
want
dick.
her to die. How is
being
he
a dick. He
selfish?
doesn't want her to
He's
die.
trying to be a jerk to her so that she doesn't fall for him and he doesn't die.
Okay, here's the thing, and this is what killed him. If it's that bad,
If
he
it's
can
that
always
bad.
leave.
If it's
Like, if it's
that,
that
She
bad, every
always
time-
finds him.
I know, but like, okay, so
they find each other.
but she's in this school, right?
Yeah.
If he wants to leave, he can just leave. Like he could just go.
But then 17 years later, she's gonna find him again.
Well, no, she won't be dead. She only dies because she falls in love with
Okay,
him.
but
or
if you
unless
see,
that's not how it works.
Okay,
like,
but if
we
you
just
see,
don't
like-
know because he's never taken it like that.
if you see the like love of your life anywhere near you, and you haven't seen her for 18
Yeah.
years, you're not gonna go and try to be like, hey babe, what's up?
Well, but he didn't do that at the beginning.
Hold up.
It wasn't until later.
Because he was
I got a
trying-
fucking quote for this. Let me find it.
He was
You
trying.
know I like
do
to
the right
highlight
thing.
shit. I do all of these things, Daniel said, leaning into her so that their foreheads touched because you're my love, Lucinda.
I feel like both characters, to be
Yeah.
completely honest, and I love this book, but both of the main characters are annoying as ever
Lucy
in the
doesn't-
beginning.
Lucy does
Annoying
not
the
annoy
whole
me,
time.
oddly enough. She doesn't annoy me. The only thing that slightly annoys me is her wishy-washiness because I do love Cam so much. I feel like, fuck Daniel, he's being a dick, just go out with Cam. But then turns out her instinct was right when it comes to Cam. Because at the end of the day, even if I do believe that Cam has feelings for her, Lucy is not Cam's true love.
No.
Later in the series you learn, and I'm not going to talk about other books, I'll spoil this book because you should have read it. If you didn't, oh well, watch a movie if you're not going to read it, but you should read it because I'm sure it's going to be way better.
I'm so sad. This
But-
is the first book that I read before I watch the movie, and I'm kind of like,
Oh, it's a movie.
Yeah, she
I
likes the
think
opposite.
it's
I like, yeah, it's coming out, trailer's
gonna
out.
be bad.
Oh
I
my
love
God.
watching the movie first.
But the cast is amazing.
Yeah, the
Really?
cast was really well
It's
picked.
like, it's what's her face that was on Californication. What's her name, Josh? Daniel is the dude from Woman in Black 2 who's smoking hot. Cam is smoking hot. Fucking Anthony Stewart Head's daughter, I think, is Penn. Yeah. Fucking everybody's amazing. So anyway, I think that that's what kind of gets on my nerves about them is I feel like, can you just, like, I would have fucking, even after I found everything out, I still probably would have been Team Cam, but then eventually he would have dumped me because, like, I'm not his true love anyway. But, like, I feel that's what got on my nerves about them.
Does that mean they all have true loves, all the angels? Or
They
what?
do. They do at some point
No.
in time. Yeah, they do.
They don't have soulmates per se.
No. Not in the
Yeah.
way that Daniel and
Yeah.
Lucy are, but they all, like, throughout the entire
Yeah.
series, you realize that
We
everyone
can't
has their
spoil
match.
it for you. Daniel and Lucy are a special case. They have a special scenario, something, you know, whatever. But like, they all I think they fall in love like normal people, but Cam's true love is somebody else is his like greatest love. Roland's story in Falling in Love got me more.
Yeah, I was kind of like, oh my god.
Anyway, we won't talk about that.
No.
But
wrong book.
He seems just on because. Okay, so we gotta talk about this a little bit more because I didn't like this book. But if I'm gonna get if I gotta get lured into this next one, I need to find out because Roland seems interesting because I guess he recently changed sides and they want him to come back. So that does kind of catch my interest a little bit.
That when you get into all that, it gets real. The last book, especially because Deez is a man of God, I feel like you would find the last book super interesting, don't you?
The entire series is worth the last book. That's all I can say.
Rapture is so good.
The entire series
That's a lot
is
to
worth
read.
the
Oh my
last
god, that thing that happens, and you know how I love those kind of characters,
God, it
and
was
that
just
thing that happens is oh my god, because I was like, oh my god, somebody finally did this!
Okay, you guys will agree too. Like no matter how many times you guys read the book, sometimes you're like, okay, I know what's gonna happen. I see the patterns; they're going this way.
Yeah.
You know what's gonna be the ending, and you guys are waiting for it. But then you actually read the ending to the entire series, and you're like, I did not see that.
I did not see that coming.
I didn't see it coming either.
I didn't know. And we won't talk about it.
We won't tell you.
But anyways, long story short, it's really good. You gotta stick with it. Let's talk about our favorite character. So, we talked a little bit about Ariane. Who is your favorite character? Cam. I love Cam. I feel like he's and especially the way that his character progresses through the series, I don't feel like I've ever seen a character done quite like Cam before.
Yeah.
Even more so, which I know you haven't read Unforgiven yet, have you?
I'm through it. I'm like halfway through it.
I feel like he's very, very unique. And I feel like they do stuff with him in Unforgiven they don't normally do with the Heartthrob. You know how I won't talk about that.
They
but
make
yeah.
it harder for him to do things that regularly you'd be like, oh, the hero could do this.
I like his conflictedness. You can tell that he's on a clear side. He's not on the right side, but you can tell that he has history with all of these characters, including Lucy, and that there are genuine feelings there. So you question his alignment. So my favorite character is Cam. Another character I really like is Roland. I love Ariane. I could take or leave Gabby. I do like Daniel. I like him a lot. I think he's I love who they chose to play him in the movie, so I'm excited to see that. We gotta go see that movie together when it comes out.
I'm not excited.
I don't know.
I'll
you
go.
can't not love Daniel later on. But even when he's being kind of a jerk, he's hot. Like, I don't know, he's hot.
Daniel gets more interesting later.
Movies.
To be
This kind of tastes like toothpaste.
This is actually
I'm not a fan.
very difficult. Like I'm forcing it down.
I like
I'm forcing
it.
it down just like this book.
But the creme de menthe gives it a little
I see you looking at me.
I know I'm looking at you.
Deez, who's your favorite character?
Well, you didn't even say your favorite character.
Yes,
you
she did.
You listed off a
Cam.
bunch
She
of
said
them.
Cambrielle. Hashtag Team Cambrielle. Cam is my boo. I love him. You know how I like those little dark, like, kind of
She
walk on the
literally
demon, the
loves
evil side. Like, I love that.
Well, this will be interesting
I
because
kind of want to know who I really want to know who your
my favorite character is Cam also. Actually, because
Team Cam!
Look,
Get the fuck up off my man.
it's, I mean, Roland seems cool, but he's not really in it enough. I'd like to get to know him, Who else? Dan's kind of a douche. I ain't feeling Daniel. Ariane's cool. She would come in as a close second. I like Cam because he is a player. He is a player big time. And he pulls out all the stops, and if no one got in his way, because everyone kept getting in his way with
Lucy.
with Luce, and if no one
It's
got
on
in his way,
purpose.
he would have
Yeah.
got with Luce a long time ago. Like,
Yep.
so I actually think I like Cam the best so
That'd be
far.
so wrong though.
It would be, but
Yeah.
he's
so wrong.
he's also kind of a psychopath a little bit. Like, he goes to this bar and there's a bunch of humans there and he has a little couple drinks, and he beats the stuffing out of this dude, like really bad. Like really, really bad. So I mean, I'm feeling Cam.
He's homicidal. She loves him.
And I usually don't. This is where-
Genocidal.
Genocidal. Whatever.
Me and her usually go for the opposite. I'm always about the Captain America character, the golden boy
No
type
one likes
character.
Captain
You know me.
But-
I always fall for the darkling.
But in this particular one,
Aaron Warner's.
Daniel made me so mad that I couldn't do it. Like everything about him bothered me. So I think.
But he was trying to be that person. He was being that person for Lucy. He wanted Lucy to hate him. So honestly, he did what he set out to do.
No, he didn't. Because he was halfway doing it. Because he isn't with her every time. I fall in love with you every time. If this dude really cared about this girl and wanted her to live, then he would have figured out something else.
Stitchy McSquirrels or whatever her name is. What?
My name's gonna get lost in translation.
Maybe just Stitch Squirrel.
Giblets.
No. Oh my god, I want to kill Nick.
Somebody called her Giblets. I don't know why.
No, Dura Wolfie called me Giblets.
Who's your favorite character? Ariane.
No, okay. Like main character wise, main character wise, I think I would actually pick Daniel. Even though they hate him.
I like Daniel.
I
don't hate him. He hates him.
He hates him. But like my absolute favorite character in the entire series would have to be Ariane.
Yeah.
I love her. She's just my favorite. She's like the breath of fresh air in the story. No matter how much you read, every time she pops up, you have fun, and no matter like what's going down, she's hilarious in any situation.
Okay, so Cam, Ariane.
Yeah, it's
terrible.
We need something. Okay, because we're halfway through. We need another drink, but
what
not
do you
this
want?
one.
It's terrible.
I don't know.
What do you want?
I literally like lumberjacks, and this is terrible. This is completely terrible.
We do bring us another beverage.
And I don't know what a lumberjack is.
A lumberjack. They gave me a lumberjack because they're like, this is the worst drink in the bar, and I loved it.
It sounds like a fucking
sex
sex position.
Nah.
It's not worse because nothing's worse than a gorilla fart.
I don't know.
Gorilla fart is no. He's right.
I don't know. Nothing's worse than this.
The drunkest I ever been one night when I threw up in my friend's car. Sorry, Amy. I did take that. We think I took a roofie meant for her. But anyway, I had a gorilla fart that night.
I love the taste of like alcohol, but this is not okay.
I was at a party years back where Gorilla Farts had people laying on the front lawn, throwing up, and then rolling around in their throw up.
Yeah.
That's how bad Gorilla Fart is.
Is it bad that I want one now? I want to know what this is.
It's nasty. Don't have it. You won't like it.
That's what they said about the lumberjack, and I loved it.
Hashtag not sorry, not sorry.
Hashtag not sorry at all.
That nasty drink is done. We need the next one. Before we
But I don't want to be the person that doesn't finish this. I really don't.
finish mine, ain't no punk. Handle it. Boom. Let's go.
All right. So
Sexy.
I gave you guys a couple of quotes that I highlighted. So favorite quote. Here's my favorite quote. It's such a beautiful question, Lucy. I adore you for asking it, and I wish I could explain it better. All I can tell you is this. The only way to survive eternity is to be able to appreciate each moment. That's all I was doing.
That's part of the.
And that's what he was talking about when she was like, why were you, how come this happens to us and you're in so much pain, but Roland can make you laugh.
Is it so? Okay.
You know what I'm saying? That's what she's saying. And he's like, look, what do you want me to do? Be miserable for all of eternity? No, I gotta enjoy what I can when I can enjoy it. You know, it's the little things in life. Obviously, he's not gonna be incandescently happy because he can't have what he wants, which is a consecutive eternity of Lucy where she remembers everything living with him. You know what I mean? So I almost feel like that was fucked up.
That's another really normal part though. That's another really there's a lot of this book that I feel like you don't like, but it's very human. There's very much human emotion in this book.
You want the mom's opinion? He waits around every 17 years. After she dies, I think he's messing around with other girls. He might be because he's so cheesy. It's like
I can't really tell what happened with that thing.
I swear they're all one-liners. He's if he was talking to a girl in the club, everything he says is a one-liner. And I'm sorry.
He knows because that's what he used back in the day.
Everything he says.
Play. I understand what you're saying because I know sometimes I would read it and I'm like, Daniel, what the hell are you doing? How is this gonna romanticize English? I don't know English right now. How is this gonna make her fall for you? And
Daniel doesn't want Lucy to fall for him.
Daniel wants to. He doesn't.
He doesn't. Through this book, through the entirety of this book, he does not want Lucy to fall for him. He wants Lucy to not fall for him so she doesn't die, and then he realizes it's inevitable, so he enjoys it. But let's be real, he does not want Lucy to fall for him.
The second that that he sees that Cam is trying to get at her. He's like, I need to stop playing games. I'm gonna go get my own.
It's not the second. He tries to thwart like their date attempts, but he still is not nice to her. All Daniel would have to say is Lucy, and she'd be like, oh my god, that's it. He doesn't have to say nothing else.
She doesn't know why she's obsessed with him, by the way.
Yeah, like no, he does not have to say anything.
But every time he's going through this, every time. It's not the problem with the book. It's just I guess maybe it's not.
It's different. It's different every time. It's different.
Yeah, it's different. He tries something new every time.
Yeah, you haven't read the series.
No, I'm going to. I'm not. I don't want to be negative. It's the liquor talk.
But
Let's be positive about the book.
It's different every single time.
He's still gonna give it a 1.
Help me. No, I'm not. Help me to be positive about the book. Help me.
This is actually good, you guys.
It is.
You know what it is? It's because of this. Because this is way good.
It tastes
because this is like a mild
right
IPA,
now.
I think.
Somebody brought this to my party last night and left it, therefore it's mine.
Oh yeah.
And it's fucking like it's been donated to the
now.
party gods, and by the party gods I mean these two. Bam, son.
Yeah.
Oh. What?
It's in there somewhere.
What I kind of like about this book is there are things that Is that blood on my floor?
Where?
That looks like blood.
That is blood.
What I like about this book is that there is no something that gets and we've talked a smidge about this before, but something that gets on my nerves in a book is mundane activity and like too much description. And there's not a lot of this in that book. There's not a lot of Lucy brushed her teeth, and then she walked her dog, and then she had to do the dishes and do her homework for school before she did anything that was plot essential. So I actually think, and I know you're probably going to talk shit about Lauren Kate, but keep in mind she's just appealing to her audience.
Yeah.
She is. I give her that.
She knows how to write for a specific audience.
I'll give you that.
And she does not waste a lot of time. I feel like everything is very meticulous that she writes. Let's rate the book.
This one?
Rate,
don't rate the series. That's cheating. You have to rate the book.
Rate Fallen as a single entity. You don't, though.
I do.
No, you don't.
Woman, yes, I do.
You said with Maze Runner last week that you were considering the entire series, or whatever, 2 weeks ago when we did.
That was last week.
Okay, but he can't.
Yeah, he changed his mind now. Okay, go.
Because he hasn't read the series.
Yeah, I haven't read.
You go first, because I went first on favorite characters.
What would I rate it? Oh, God. I think I'd rate it a 3.
Out of what? 5?
What? Are you fucking serious? This is like your favorite series. You're gonna rate it a 3?
But she just said it's all for torment. That's what she said.
Wow.
Here's the thing. I love this book, and I remember reading it was kind of hard, just like it was for him. But once you got towards, like, I want to say maybe the last 100 pages, you couldn't put it down. You had to keep reading it. It was so good. It kept you on the edge. But at most I would give it a 4. I feel like I can't give it a 5 no matter how much I love the series. Because...
Well, what book would you give a 5?
Rapture! Rapture I would give a 6! I would give a 6 to Rapture.
Yes.
Hell, I'd give Rapture a 10. Rapture...
Yeah, it's got 4 stars on... that's Fallen. Hold on. Let me see Rapture.
No, Rapture... No, not Rapture. Rapture should
Hold
be
up.
rated
I'm pulling up Rapture. Anyways,
it is
so
such an amazing
Fallen,
book.
you give a
It's
3.
worth the series. I swear, you guys. True story. True story.
It's got a 4. You give it a 3.
Can we do like halves?
Yeah,
3.5. I give it a 3.5.
Okay.
You know what? I just can't rate anything the way I can rate Rapture. And I know you guys are like, why is this bitch talking about Rapture? If you guys read the book, you'll know why. That's all I'm saying.
Dweez.
Come on.
So, alright, so one of the worst books I've ever read is Match.
He hates Matched, you guys.
Match is like
a 3 for
1.5.
I haven't read Match.
Now we don't even have to do Match because we've talked.
No, we're gonna do Match
okay.
because I want to.
We'll talk about it. He wants to explain, anyways.
I want to read it just to know why he hates it so much.
You gotta read it. You can do it with us. Okay, continue.
I'm just gonna say this: Team Indy. But anyway, I hate
Team Xander. Oddly enough.
Oh well, yeah.
Team Xander. Seriously.
So yeah.
Yeah.
This one is about the same, but I'm hold on. I haven't given a number yet. I'm trusting my friends here, and they're telling me the series is worth it. So I'm not gonna give it. What did I give Match? Well, Match is a low rating. I'm gonna give this one a 2.5 with that 0.5 being potential for the series. If I read the next one and I like it, we'll come back here and we'll do the next one and we'll talk about it, and maybe I'll wear wings, but it's probably not gonna happen.
You guys, I promise, I promise
These
you.
are wings.
The second, we
Team Fallen Angel.
Wings,
yeah, I'm the heavenly one.
Team
and
good.
she's the evil.
Team bad, I guess.
2.5 for D's over here. Banshee, what you got?
4. I give it a 4.
Yeah.
I thought it was enjoyable. I couldn't put it down.
Yeah.
Put it down.
Torment is not a 4, but I couldn't put it down. Honestly, I was very interested to see how it ended, especially before you knew that Daniel was a fallen angel. I really wanted to know what the fuck, because you could tell, just like Lucy, you could tell something was going on. And I like romance. I'm not so tomboy that I can't claim that I don't like it. I do love me a good paranormal romance.
I like romance too. Don't get me wrong. I just don't like cheesy. I like romance too.
Yeah.
Just cheesy romance always kind of turns me off.
Cheesy romance though reminds me of puns. So to me, it's punny.
That's a very good analogy.
That's how I feel.
Yeah, I understand what you're getting at. Like a bad joke.
Yeah, but it's funny because it's bad.
I don't know. I liked it. I liked the way the story progressed. Like I said, I love the way that Lauren Kate writes. I don't think that she wastes a lot of time. I don't think that there's a bunch of shit that doesn't need to be in the book. I like the characters. I love Cambriel. I love, there's a lot of good stuff going there. There's a lot of action. There are several different points where you're like, whoa, what's going on? Like with the fire and everything like that. You want to know. I feel like Lucy has the right feeling. She should feel bad about what happened with Trevor. She should feel conflicted. Something's going on with her and Daniel, but she does try to fight it. He is a dick to her, and she recognizes that, and she tries to like somebody else. Most girls don't, honestly. Most girls like, I still love him or whatever.
He's evil.
She tries. I think it's really good. The reason I don't give it a 5, I mean, honestly, it's almost the reason I don't give it a 5 is because I do feel like there is a lot of wasted time with her and Lucy where there could be more romance. I mean, as a girl, I'm like, why don't they just get together?
You think there needs to be more?
There wasn't enough romance in this book, do you think?
I don't know. I just feel like
he's falling over her halfway through.
And to be 100% honest with you, I would have liked to see, you know me. You know how I am. I would have liked to see Cam do something really fucked up, like unredeemable fucked up. Oh, I don't know, like fucking kill a kid or something.
Like or if like, kill Penn, if he would have killed Penn.
You guys know it. Oh, yeah. Fuck, you know I love that shit.
If he would have killed Penn.
She would have been like, take me now.
What? I love you.